fuzzy socks today. They can be as exciting as you like. The goal is to make them kind of slippy, so they'll slide on the floor a little bit.
So you need like a hardwood floor or a tile floor or something like that?
Yeah, you might be able to do it on a carpet, I guess, as well. If you get fuzzy enough socks. Some of you guys might have the really fancy kind of foot paddy things.
Yeah, the sliders.
They're very, very cool if you can get those.
That's what this workout is kind of based on. But
at a push, fuzzy socks, or even just like taking a slight amount of the weight off the foot, should allow it to slide
you'll need
little bit
something
easier.
to let you slide.
Yeah, you'll probably. Or you could use a skateboard.
Yeah.
Rollerblade.
Everybody has socks, right?
Yeah.
Use your socks.
Use your socks. So, today we're gonna do. We're going to start off with just like a little bit of basic mobilization. Yesterday's workout was pretty tough. So we're going to go through just a real simple little sequence. And then we're going to do an AMRAP. Okay, some of you guys might know what an AMRAP is. AMRAP stands for as many rounds or as many reps as possible.
And it's rounds, not
reps.
reps.
It's going to be rounds. Chelsea's going to demonstrate the exercises.
Well, we're going to do our mobility first, right?
Oh, we'll do the mobility first and then we'll demonstrate the exercises.
This is really afternoon.
So, I'm
Sorry,
going to
we're having
this for a little bit.
technical difficulties with our
baby monitor.
baby one. Yeah.
So you might not want the socks on for this first bit. We're going to go through like a real simple little yoga sequence. Okay, so first thing that we're going to do is we are going to go into a basic downward dog. So up onto your tiptoes here, pressing chest towards your knees, trying to open out your fingers really, really wide. And then if you want, you can start like pulsing the feet. Okay, and just trying to stretch out the calves a little bit. This is going to be like a little bit of a slower warm-up, but it's also going to be a slightly slower workout and more kind of strength focused. So just keep pulsing, really try and, push that chest back towards the knees. Okay, working. Okay, now we're going to take our right leg all the way up towards the ceiling, high as we can, and then we're going to bring it towards our right elbow. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to bring it up high as we can, really extend it through, and then we're going to go to our nose. Oh, my back is very stiff. One more time, we're going to go all the way up, and then we're going to go across to our far elbow here, and then we're going to do it one more time. We're going to take a big,
good Lord,
giant
going well.
step in front. Chelsea's having baby monitor issues. And then from here,
it's just not connected.
just rest in this position. Now, I personally like to add in a little bit of a thoracic rotation at this point. So take the hand that's closest to your leg, arch it up towards the ceiling, look up towards the hand. If you want, rotate your thumb so your thumb's pointing back behind you and stretch. And then we're going to go all the way underneath as well. Try and extend it away. Nice. Okay, and now we're going to do a mixture of a kind of a lunge, like a quad stretch. Yeah, so we're going to do a quad stretch. Okay, and then you're going to put the hands on the ground. You're going to pull your front leg back straight. So you're switching between these two exercises. So we've got this quad stretch here where you're arching up. You can keep the hands on the floor if you want, but try and drop the hip down. And then we're going to pull the leg back straight. And you're just going to alternate between the two. Trying to stretch out both your quad and your hamstring a little bit. Okay, it's going to be really important for today. Nice. Really try to drop that hip down towards the ground. Okay, now we're going to go into a kind of standing split position here and just hold. If you want a little bit more fun, you can start walking your hands around towards one leg, and then you can start walking them around towards the other leg. Okay. Good. I'm going to go down, back into a low press up position. And we're going to arch up. Oh, the abs. You did yesterday's workout, it was quite ab intensive.
There's going to be more abs
There's going to be a little bit more abs today, apparently. This one's going to be really strength and stability based. Okay.
That's the focus, less so than cardio, more on some strength and some body weight strength.
Okay, now you're going to pull back, go back to your downward dog again. Same thing, just pulsing through. If you're anything like me, you'll probably find this a little bit easier. You'll be a little bit more mobile now as well, which is nice. Okay, now take your left leg up towards the ceiling, open out the hip as much as you can, and then bring it forwards towards your left elbow. Pause for a second, and then go back up to the ceiling again. And come towards your nose. Oh. And then bring it back up again. Try not to kick the wall. And go to your right elbow. One more time. All the way back up. And then big step in front. If you want here, you can just kind of pulse your back knee towards the ground. Okay. I've forgotten there's a specific name for this stretch. Completely forgotten what it is. Sartorius stretch. Okay, then same thing, let's add in that thoracic rotation. So arm up to the ceiling, rotate that thumb back behind you, and then slide underneath, try and drop inside, and then go the same thing again. Open it up, and then drop inside.
See, Tom has bad yoga hands. These are floppy yoga hands.
Yeah, I've got floppy yoga hands, apparently.
Do your proper yoga hands.
Like that?
No.
I don't know. Oh yeah, opening the fingers right. Okay, next thing, back into our lunge hamstring combination again. So just dropping down, one hand either side of your front leg. Okay, you're just going to drop the hip down. Like try and get this hip to the ground as much as you can. Then pull back straight and just keep alternating between the two. Okay, now we're going to go into a Cossack stretch, so it's a more dynamic hamstring stretch. Get to this low position. Again, you can walk, you can put the weight in your hands as much as you like. Pull those toes up towards the ceiling. Or not, as Chelsea's. Go to the other side. Drop it down. Again,
You've
just
ever
working
taken
from
a
one
yoga
side.
class, you know that one of the first things they tell you is do what feels nice. It's all just a suggestion.
Yeah. One more time. And then come back into your low press up position and hold. And then you're going to arch up towards the ceiling. Ooh, that was my hip, if you guys heard that. Again, I really like just to rotate my spine a little bit and drop my hips down a little bit further, but that's personal preference. And just pull back, walk yourself in, and now you need socks. Have you got socks
get
on
your
still?
socks. I've got socks on. You get your socks. Do you want to get us some music?
Yeah, I can get some music.
Okay, so we're going to do... What did we decide? We decided on
Do
10
we want
minutes.
relaxing music or not relaxing music?
You can put on the iration we were listening to.
Okay.
Okay, so did we still decide on 10 minutes or 12 minutes?
12 minutes.
12 minutes. So we've got as many rounds as possible.
Was it popular?
No, it was just under iration. I just press play from there. And then it just runs through all the different. So we've got, put your socks on so you can demonstrate these.
Oh, my demonstrating.
Yeah. So we've got 5 piking press-ups. We're going to get...
Just wait for me to get my excellent socks on.
The more ridiculous your socks are, the better you'll feel through the whole workout.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so we start with a press-up.
Yeah.
Press up.
Oh, press up.
And I'll pull your feet in to the tight. And then back out. So that's one. We're going to do 5 of those.
So it's press up.
Yep.
Feet in.
As far as you can get them up.
Feet back out. Okay.
Yeah. And then we've got 10 lunges sideways, side to side, lateral lunges.
So here.
Yep. Sliding as low as you can.
Ooh.
10 per side.
Okay, that was 2.
Yep. Now reverse lunges, 10 per side.
So.
Sliding back. You can touch the knee on the floor or not. Just try not to rest. Okay. And then we've got 5 hamstring letdowns per side.
Hamstring let down. What's a hamstring let
So
down?
we get into our bridge position.
Oh.
So we pull our feet up. One leg comes up. Hips come up. And 5 count down. to straight. Okay, and then both feet come in again, and then the other one. It's like a
So is it just 5 seconds per leg?
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got 5 press-ups, 5 of the press-ups, 10 per side of the lunges.
Yeah. We're working in 5s and 10s because it's easy to remember. 10
reverse lunges, and then 5 seconds on each leg. Okay, we're going to do this for 12 minutes.
We're going to do it for 12 minutes. So if you can, on those last ones, not put your hips down, that's ideal. Yes. In between, if you have to, you have to.
Okay, good.
Can you set up a timer for us?
Yes. So, I'm going to give us a 10-second countdown because it makes it slightly easier. Again, I use round timer. I always get asked about timers. I use round timer. I find it...
it's just what we've been using for years.
Yeah, I also find it one of the easiest ones to utilize.
And it's free, isn't it?
I think it's free. It definitely was free when I got it.
Yeah, at one point it was free.
And it's quite versatile as well, which is nice.
It doesn't seem to have any ads, really, which is nice.
I don't know. I'm sure I've had it so long that I've got the paid version.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, either way, it's
round
a good
timer.
one. Yeah.
Okay. So, we've got a 10-second countdown. I'm going to stack this up a little bit so you guys can see our heads.
So, remember, you've got your socks on, so be careful when you're moving between exercises so you don't hurt yourself. I feel like we're at the wrong angle on the mat.
Yeah.
It's like having little mini speed bumps. 5.
What was that? Side lunges, right?
Yeah.
You want to go the other way. Otherwise, you're going to get the speed bumps again.
Can you take a step forward or something so we can both have
We're trying to keep our heads in shot.
There's added heat with the feet.
I know, right? I think these socks are going to be ruined afterwards.
It's okay. Your mom gets me new fuzzy socks every Christmas.
Yeah. Ooh. I've completely lost count. I'm guessing I'm on about 8.
I'm on 10. So.
You probably want to turn sideways, don't you?
True.
We have these lovely tatami feel mats in the shed. This one's much easier. Oh. So how's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're having an excellent day. The UK's nice and sunny where we are.
Okay, then we're going to hamstring, right? Gotta go this way.
Okay, so...
You're doing it the wrong way.
Oh,
you got the speed bumps.
Yeah. So, legs in.
Hips come up.
Leg up.
Leg up.
Lower.
5 seconds.
Oh, that was not 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3.
And then they both come in before
4,
your butt hits the ground.
5. Oh, okay. And then 1, 2. I'm getting some resistance.
So we're doing these to
4,
to approximate like GHD
5,
sit-ups or hamstring. Oh yeah, we're on the press-ups now.
Press-ups.
I need to turn this way, please. Nine minutes. I feel like our legs are gonna hurt after this.
Yeah. That was 1 round for 3 minutes.
Yep.
Feel like hands hurt. Oh, this is great for feeling imbalances in your body. Bridging. There is a lot of concentration going into this workout, which is why there's not a lot of talking today.
We've been doing a lot of cardio-based workouts, so I figured we'd mix it up with some strength.
It's 2 rounds. That was a slightly faster round. Don't fall over.
I'm still lopsided from being pregnant.
I'm lopsided from life. Backwards. Yeah.
6 minutes. Halfway there.
That's 3 rounds?
Is it 3 or is it 2?
I don't know.
Well, we probably should know.
I think that's 3. Yeah. Because the first one took 3 minutes. Now I'm getting some groove. Problem is just counting.
So what round is this?
I've just done 4 rounds.
So I'm finishing up 4 rounds?
Yeah. These sideways ones are the worst.
Yeah, they're tough.
Whew.
I think the push-ups are pretty hard too.
Ah, fine, that's pretty good. But then I'm all biceps.
Oh, I've lost the thing again. Monitor's acting up.
Huh?
Monitor's acting up. 3 minutes.
Oh, dear, anything else, Susan?
Huh?
I think that's 5 rounds.
We can do decimals or fractions.
Yeah, you just add up the reps at the end, right?
Well, no, there's 4 exercises, so you just say how many you got through.
Ooh, bit wobbly.
Huh?
We'll come back.
Minute and 20.
Okay, that's 6 rounds. Seven. And I'm going to call it time because there's 2 seconds left. Wow. You may wish to wash your socks after the workout. So, that was a little bit more stability and strength based.
I still found it hard.
Still challenging. I mean, you go for 12 minutes. Certainly got the legs working. It's quite a good idea to fluctuate the intensity of your training. So, have some days that are like harder, some days that are kind of less intense. But
Some days that are strength based, some days that are cardio.
yeah, like so you develop a good all-round range of fitness, but also you are, you're
Not
being
bored.
consistent in your training, and it's the most important thing. You see people go through all these programs and whatnot, but the biggest indication of whether you're going to develop your fitness or strength is just sticking to something, or a diet or whatever. They've shown it's adherence rather than the protocols that often makes the biggest difference. So if you can stick to doing something every day, like this has been 25 minutes. It's a good little workout. That's including the warm-up. We did about 12 minutes of a warm-up.
We're going to do a little bit more mobility on the legs now just to
Oh, we are?
stretch out.
Oh, we're going to do some more mobility on the legs. We're going to do a little bit of focus on the quads. Okay, so we're going to go through a couple of different exercises. The first one we'll actually do is the same as we did. We're going to do the lunge and hamstring one because it's quite a nice little stretch. It's going to keep us flowing, and then we'll progress from there.
Just 90s.
Yeah, so let's go into our lunge position. So remember, one hand either side of your front leg. You're going to drop that back knee down to the ground. Okay, here try to sink this hip through. Okay, chest up, and you're going to pull the leg back straight. Okay, you can pull those toes up if you want. Try and drop your head down. And as you lower, head comes up. And then just keep flowing. Kind of a little bit slower than you would naturally like to go. switch to the other side. Same thing, so leg in front. Same thing, drop that hip, chest up. Okay, and then straighten that legs out. Try and arch through, really drop that hip down. Okay, now we're gonna go back into, it's called hero pose. If you can kind of sit down to the outsides of your feet, so if you can see feet are slightly further out, butt's on the ground. If you don't have the knee flexibility for this, just sit on your heels as best as you can. Okay, it's up to you. Hands go to the ground, and you're gonna step one leg up in front here. Okay, now what I want you guys to do is you're gonna like, let me go the other legs. Let's see. You're going to set into this position here. You're going to tense your quad. You're going to try and sink your hips like round your spine back towards the ground. And you should start to feel a stretch all the way down the front of your leg here. Try to keep your core engaged. Okay, you want to sink back a little bit. Really get that stretch as best as you can. Try and squeeze the glutes. That's your butt. Bit of butt squeezing, and then just breathe. Okay, and then just go in, come forward, so you can switch legs. Same thing on the other side. Round the hips, kind of try and, I can't speak today. Do something with your hips, round them underneath. Squeeze the quad, engage the core, squeeze the glutes. And then feel the stretch down the front of your leg. So you should be trying to like sink your lower back down towards the ground, so you're actually curving your spine. Good, and then come out from there. Do a 90-90 stretch, so fairly self-explanatory. What I want you guys to do is you're going to take 3 breaths over the knee, over the center of the shin, and with your head towards your foot. So if you come over your knee first, go down, try and breathe through your nose. And then come over the center of the shin after you've done 3 breaths. And then over the foot.
Hold on, get that chest down there.
This is all it's doing right now. Okay. You can do it another time if you want, but we're going to get through this because watching a stretch isn't the most fun thing. So over chest over your knee. Every time you breathe out, try to go a little bit lower. And then come over the front of your shin. And then go over the toes.
My feet smell bad from the workout.
Oh yeah? Might be the socks.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to finish up. We're going to do a straddle stretch. Okay, so take your legs nice and wide. Pull your toes up towards the ceiling. So you're going to maintain this position. You're going to go over towards one leg. And then you're going to grab the outside of your pinky toes. Okay, not the tops here. You want to go to the outside. And you're going to try and pull that forwards and engage. The whole time, try and pull your toes back towards your shin.
Yeah, you have to make sure this leg doesn't roll in.
Yeah, so your
Tom
toes...
doesn't have that problem, but a lot of people have this.
Yeah, your toes should go straight up towards the ceiling on both feet the whole time. And you shouldn't be just like relaxing the other leg. This should be pulled back at the same time. and then you just relax. Try and get your chest down towards your knee as much as you can.
Why is there so much space under your knees?
It's because my hamstrings are so big.
Oh, is that what it is?
It must be, because it's the only thing that I can think of.
Are your legs straight?
Yeah.
They don't look straight.
Yeah.
Tom's got funny knees.
Yeah. I don't know, that's as much as I can get. Really just try to let it, and you'll feel like everything will relax in your calf. Then you pull it more. And then when you feel comfortable, take like, I don't know, some time in each of these stretches. Take longer than we're taking, you know, until you really feel everything kind of loosens off, and then hold it a little bit more.
Your legs.
Yeah, we're just doing this. Oh God, I'm so stiff. Reach the other side. No, that's the wrong one. And then just pull those legs up, bring them in from there. You can shake them out, do whatever you want. So, again guys, that was a nice little, let's hydration off for the time being. It was a nice little workout. Very different kind of mode to what we've been doing, but hopefully you guys found it enjoyable. We'll be back tomorrow, again at some point between probably 9:30, I suspect more likely like 9:30ish. But some point between 9:30 and probably 10:30, just depending on when Fierce sleeps, so that we both can train. And that guys, stay safe, and bye.